All right, well, I'm hearing that today's Dordle, Quordle, and Octordle are interesting again, and I've been wanting a chance to test out my new two-word start media and cough some more, so let's do these today, and we'll do media and cough and see how it goes. Okay, well, all we've got over here is the E, which is interesting because that means the only vowel is E. Now, we could have a Y, and over here we've got the A, U, and G, which my first thought is ought, but there's no H. Something like auger, but there's no E. So the A and the U are all of the vowels, unless there's a Y as well. What about sugar? Sugar is really good, and it checks two good letters. Let's go with sugar. Ooh, okay. So it's gonna be, it's gotta be this, but then it can't be ER or AR. What? Oh, UR, of course. I was like, what other letter can we use? Well, we can use the U again, so it's gotta be auger with a U. Okay, there we go. And then this, all we have is the E. It's probably something like this with another E, but something like fever is possible, or lever. L's a better letter than F. Let's go with lever. Ooh, it's not either one of those, but it is E with an ER, okay. So, oh, newer is possible. So is fewer. Oh, we could have another R with refer. Although if we guess fewer, then we'll know, we would get the yellow F and the gray W, so I think then we'll know it's refer. Peter is also possible. So I'm thinking fewer, because that will also check for newer and refer. And if we don't get the F or the W, then I'm thinking Peter? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so probably Peter, right? I guess, I mean, I can't think of anything else, but, Kier. Well, I think either one is just as good, so I'm gonna go with my first instinct. Yep. I should have thought of all of those before I guessed lever and done a test word probably, but all right, 50-50. It's Peter. Okay. All right, very nice. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the Quordle, and we're gonna do media and cough, and then, well, look at this. We got MOU. It's not mouse. It can't be mouth. It could be mousy. It could be mount. Mount is pretty good too. Okay, we've got two words with the yellow E. We've got ODUI, and we've got a lot of stuff. So, you know what we could do is style. That gives, the two yellow E's, it gives us a new spot for those, and then just some good letters. Or I could go with mount and try to get, hope to get that one right, and then the N and the T will help us with the other words. That's a possibility too. What about the one down here? We've got the D, the O, and the I. What is this gonna be? It could be droid, couldn't it? Droid's pretty good there, but it could also be, no, it can't be. I was gonna say it could be avoid, but it can't be because we can't have the A. We have to avoid using a gray letter again. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna be risky and do mount. I think it's mount or mousy, and this check, if nothing else, this checks two good letters and gives me a chance of getting it in 3. Yes! Okay. Okay, now did the N and the T help us anywhere? Not really. We have the N here, so now we still don't know. So I'm thinking droid. It does check 2 spots for the D. So we will for sure find the D at this point. R is a good letter to check for the other ones. Let's go for it. Oh, it's not droid. Well, we're finding all the letters here slowly but surely. We've got the E, A, N, and R. So what is that gonna be? something, sneer? No, sneer has a double E, doesn't it? I was thinking something E-A-R, but... Or it could be something A-N-E-R. Or N at the beginning. Like namer? No, not namer. Saner. Saner would work. I'm not sure what's gonna be this. Oh, it's probably ovoid, isn't it? I don't know if I'm ready to guess that yet, but that's probably what that is. And the E, the U, and the I over here. This could be something like, well, I was gonna say guys, but there's no G. Something U-I-S-E? Or it also can't be sweet because there's no T. Well, I think this is gonna be ovoid, but now that I thought it was gonna be droid, well, I didn't necessarily think it was gonna be droid. I thought there was a decent chance it was droid. I'm thinking about saner, actually. Checks for the S, new spots for all 4 letters, and a new spot for the E up here. Let's go for that. All right. Okay, and there is, so I want to do something like this, but I don't know. Or USI something? Or ISE? What about that? Or yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what could be. Oh, issue. I was just thinking, we've got 4 of the letters. The other letter has to be, you know, one of these letters that we haven't used yet, unless it's a repeat. But with 3 vowels, you're not going to repeat one of the vowels. Well, you repeat the S. Issue. I think it's going to be issue. Let's go with issue. Okay. There we go. And then I still think this one down here is going to be ovoid. Let's see. Is that right? There we go. Okay. Well, we still had 2 guesses remaining, so we did all right. It felt like it was going a little rough, but I think we did pretty good. Let's see. Oh, I heard the Quordle sequence was pretty interesting today too, so let's do that one as well. Why not? All right, Quordle sequence. We'll do media and cough again. Why not? Okay, so we've got the M-O. There's an E. Could it be something like this? What would it be? So we've used all the vowels other than potentially Y. So we can't do like movie or moxie. Mourn. Mourn is possible. R and N are good letters. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Ooh, so it's something ER, which could be mover or mower or thinking mover or mower. Let's do mower. I think W's maybe slightly better than V. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be mover, isn't it? Okay. Well, we've checked both those letters now, I guess, for the future ones. Oh, all we have is the A. Salsa? Oh, but the A can't be at the end. So no. We could do something like plays, which does check some good letters as well as a new spot for the A. Let's go with that. Okay. Kayak is possible. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no! This is not working out very well. Okay. So there's only one A. And it's just that one. How is this? So it's gotta be something A, something Y. That's what it's gonna be. Okay. Like jazzy. Jazzy or batty is also possible, unfortunately. Oh, man. Batty is probably the better guess, but I kind of like guessing jazzy just because it feels like, I don't know, it feels like that would just be the way it would go, right? It wouldn't be the easy one. We've only got 3 guesses left, and we've got 3 words left, so we have to get this one. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be bad and go with Jazzy. It's Jazzy. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, hopefully, we didn't need the B and the T to solve the other words. Okay, so we've got the A and the Y again, and an S and an H. So, it could be A-S-H-Y, but what would it be? Bashy? That's not a word. Okay. So, maybe not. Maybe hasty. It's a good word. It's possible. There might be other options, but I think that one is good. Okay. All right, and then, ooh, interesting. So we've got, the E is at the beginning. Oh, this is gonna be error, isn't it? Wow, Jazzy and error in the same puzzle? On a sequence? Whew. All right, well, I had a lucky guess with the 50-50 up here. It just, it felt like, you know what? I've already guessed kayak and mower and mover, and it's gonna be the bad one, isn't it? That was just, I just had a feeling. All right, well, a little bit lucky there. Okay, we're gonna move on to the Octordle now. All right, continuing with the media and cough on the Octordle. Okay, well, this one is gonna be something U-D-G-E. It could be budge or judge or pudge or fudge. So a lot of options there. This one is probably CH, maybe EA or A something E, like chase. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. Chafe? Yeah, chafe could be too. Chase or chafe. We've got 3 of them with yellow M's, which is interesting. A bunch of them have the yellow E. There's a few with the yellow A. I'm thinking about chase because we do have a lot of them with yellow E's, so this will check the E at the end for all of them. And the S is a good letter to try. There are a couple with H's and 3 of them with A's. Let's go with that. There's a chance it's right. Might not be. I mean, chafe is possible as well. Okay, interesting. So it's not, so it's gonna be like this maybe, like cheat. Or cheat. Should've thought about some more. That's all right. That was still good. We got the E's on a bunch of these. We still haven't found the A's. Got the H here. So what's this gonna be? This has, so the interesting thing is we've guessed all the vowels now. There could be a Y, but otherwise, this is not gonna be HM, so it's gotta be something like this, right? Theme. I think it's gonna be theme. Oh, it could also be time though. Shoot. E or the Y. This one I'm thinking could be cheat. You know, if we do cheat here, well, I was gonna say that would check for the E in the 3rd spot here for theme versus time, but we could also just guess theme or time here, which would give us whether there's the T for cheat versus cheap. So either way, it's like a 50-50 that probably gives us the other one. This one's interesting with the A, U, and M. Something like gamut is what I would think, except there's no G. So could it still be like this? I don't know. I'm not sure what that one is. And this one here is probably O in the third spot, something like that, with a double consonant at the beginning. Something like bloke. But there's got to be a bunch of options there. Prone also works. Froze. So I'm thinking about guessing time. I think it's either theme or time. It's a 50-50, but at least guessing time will, you know, if we get it right, great. If we don't, then we're doing both of them. And so this will check for the Y at least on other words. It's gonna be rhyme. Well, I'm glad I did time instead of theme. It's gonna be rhyme, isn't it? Okay. Okay, and we've now done 5 guesses for 1 answer, which is not so good actually, because we've got 8 guesses left for 7 words. So we've only got 1 more possible test word. Now this is not cheat. I'm thinking it's cheap. The A is definitely 4th, which means the E is definitely 3rd. So it's CHEA. And it's not cheat because that's a double E, like that. I think it's got to be cheap. Yep, okay, good. Which checked for the P on the other words. Now this one we have the R now, so it could still be broke or froze. Okay, and over here, this is now still budge, judge, or fudge. It can't be pudge anymore. Would have been nice if we got the P, the yellow P, or nudge is also possible. Quite a few possibilities there. We've got the R and the I. Something like brine would work. What else would possibly work there? We're running out of good options, because it can't be like bride or prize or, you know, a lot of things like that anymore. My computer seems to be doing something funny. Hopefully this is still recording okay. Okay, so I was thinking brine. Oh, bribe is possible too. Well, I mean, the good thing about brine is it checks the B and the N. If it's bribe, then we'll have the B-R-I, and then we'll know it's bribe. This checks the B and the N for all the words. It also is a new spot for the R here. You know, it checks for budge and nudge over here. I'm gonna do Brian. Okay. Not close at all. So what? Well, this is now B-R-O something E. It's gotta be broke, right? Yeah, it's gotta be broke, okay. All right, so back over to this one. What? I still don't know what's going on here. Oh, we got the N, hold on. Before that, we got the N here, so this is nudge. Okay, good. People were probably trying to nudge me with their mind to see that. So what is going on with this? It's not B-R-I. So something I-R, but then it'd have to be, oh, it's fiber. It's the British spelling of fiber. Okay, that's what it's gonna be, isn't it? All right, yep, it's the UK fiber spelling. Okay, that's all right. This one, oh, the K, we got the K here, so K-N. Oh, but the A has to be, ankle, we haven't done an L yet. It's gonna be ankle, isn't it? Let's make sure we can see everything up there. There we go. Ankle? Ankle, okay. And then we've got 2 words left. This has an A and a B, A-M-B maybe? No, album. album. We got the L. Album, and this is, gloom with a double O. All right, well, that one was a bit of a struggle, but we got there. We got there. Our last guess, but we got there. So media and cough did work, I guess, sort of. I think it was some of my follow-up guesses that weren't very good. So I was trying to guess the words instead of just going with new letters. So sometimes that works out well, sometimes it doesn't. So anyways, there you go. That was today's Dordle, Quordle sequence, Octordle. Let's do the Octordle sequence too. Why not? We'll just finish it off. All right, well, it's cutting off a little bit on the right side there because the ad forced it to have a scroll bar, I guess, so. Anyways, this is the Octordle sequence, so it's only gonna color the, oh, and now it, there we go. It shifted things up, I don't know. The ad changes and it changes the screen. I don't mind having ads on the puzzles, but when it changes, see, now the ad's changing, it's changing the screen on me again. That makes it really hard when you're trying to record and make things look nice. So, if that's the way it's gonna be, we might not do Octordle sequence anymore in the future, but that's okay. Let's finish it off. Okay, did we do cough? We did cough. There just wasn't, we just didn't get anything from it. Okay, so we've got the E and the D, and we want to use some good letters, otherwise probably some Wheel of Fortune letters at this point. But we've got to think of a guess using those. You know, I would say something like decry, but there's no C. It feels like there's gotta be either another E somewhere there or at the end, or there's a Y. You know, one thing we could do, I don't know, we could do trees, which is obviously not the answer, but it checks the S, T, and R. It checks 2 more spots for the E. It also checks to see if there is 2 E's. In which case, if there is 2 E's and they're both yellow, then the second E is probably at the end. It's not terrible. I'm thinking about doing that. Let's go for it. Okay, there are 2 E's. It's probably at the end. Okay, so there's definitely 2 E's. So it's almost certainly like this with the E at the end. Now we've got the S and the D. If we do this, it would have to be like that. Otherwise, the D could be at the beginning. Oh, dense, dense. I'm being a little dense and not thinking of that as an answer. I think that's gonna be it. Okay, there we go. All right, so, I mean, the good thing now is we've checked for double E's on the rest of the words, I guess. Now D, it's not DR, so D, AI, dairy? Dairy's pretty good. Let's go with that. Okay, it was dairy. CR, we know that's the only E. We've got an A, crate. There we go. DGE, we've got the U. Oh, this is the budge, fudge, judge thing. There's no nudge this time. Judge, budge, fudge, and pudge. Bunch of possibilities. Okay, I'm thinking about plum because I can't think of anything that's gonna check more than 2 of the F, B, J, and P anyways. And this will check the P, L, and B, the L for other words coming up, basically. Hopefully it's P or B. Okay, it's B. So it's budge. Okay. And then the R-O-T-E. It's gotta be that, but then... What's... Oh, rote with a W. Yeah, of course, W-R-O-T-E. Obviously, okay. There we go. Now, since it's the sequence, we can actually just shift this up already. And there we go, since we're going in order. All right, so we've got, no, not clasp. I wanna do clasp, but scalp. Scalp, I think it's gotta be scalp, there we go. L-E-S-H, flesh. And the final one is S-T-U, and then A? No, the T is at the end. It's gonna be squat, isn't it? There we go, okay. All right, well, media and cough did pretty good. We needed 2 more test words, but otherwise not too bad. Got it pretty quickly on that one, I felt like, so. Yeah, let me know how the Dordle, Quordle sequence, Octordle, and Octordle sequence all went for you today. That's a lot of words. And if you think media and cough is working well, or if you think I should abandon it and go to something else. And how many of the words you got right today, and which word you thought was the hardest. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Now, here comes the fun part. The patient was then instructed to plug their nose and blow, kind of like 8, which is 19 minus 11. Yeah, that'll work. So 7 times 3. Okay, well, lucky guess, I guess. And we need an L or an E still. So we have an I, we need an L or an E, we need an O or a T, we need an O or an R. Well, that was really bad. Really bad. So the only words that use the W or the L are the words that start with the W and the L. So, oh, poo, like Winnie the Pooh.